Breaking news now at 7, a heartbreaking scene in Anaheim where a speeding car jumps the curb, plowing into members of a high school track team. We are live.
And the heated face-off in the city of Compton, why a public safety official is facing backlash and calls to resign. And a holiday miracle for a pop culture icon, Ricki Lake, speechless after being reunited with family photos she thought she'd lost forever in the Palisades fire. Now on the news at 7. Good evening. I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. 8 members of the Anaheim High School track team are in the hospital tonight after a car jumped the curb and hit them as they stood on the sidewalk waiting across the street.
The driver is also hospitalized. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade live at the scene of the crash with more on the students and the investigation. Mary Beth.
Yeah, Mike and Cher, first I want to share with you guys, police just told me that this driver arrested at the hospital for allegedly being under the influence of both drugs and alcohol when he plowed into that group of high school students right here at this Anaheim intersection. Now, security video shows the orange Toyota car go southbound on Harbor Boulevard through the intersection at North Street, jump the curb, and crash into several members of the Anaheim High School running club, both boys and girls 16 and 17 years of age. Now, they had been waiting at the curb while they were out on a practice run. They wanted to cross the street safely, but unfortunately they were hit while up on the sidewalk. Now, 8 of them had to go to the hospital for treatment. Police tell us that they suffered varying degrees of injuries, but none are life-threatening, thank goodness. We did speak to one woman who came across this crash.
So it took me by shock. I'm headed northbound. That's when I had barely seen the accident. There was no police officers on site yet, and there was people from the clinic here attending, which looked like teenagers on the ground, pretty hysterically. Looked like they were pretty bad. It's heartbreaking. I mean, definitely heartbreaking. First thing I did, called both of my boys, make sure that they were all right. Still, I mean, I know most likely they're probably going to know some of the students. And, you know, it's difficult for them, especially around the holidays. I feel for the students, for their families, and everybody.
Yeah, definitely a difficult night for many families down here in Anaheim. Now, the driver was also taken to the hospital for treatment, and school officials say that counseling will be made available for both and students. And we're going to continue to monitor the situation down here in Anaheim and bring you the latest coming up tonight and the 10 o'clock news. For now, reporting live here in Anaheim, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Mary Beth, thank you. New details about singer David's manager, Robert Morgenroth, who, according to TMZ, is being grilled by a grand jury regarding the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The teen's body was found in an abandoned Tesla belonging to the singer. According to TMZ, Morgenroth was more than a record exec. He was also David's day-to-day manager. Sources confirm David is considered a suspect in the case, but has not been charged with a crime.
The son of Grammy-nominated opera singer Jubilee Lakes is expected to face a judge Thursday on a murder charge. Police say he stabbed his father to death inside his Santa Monica home. 31-year-old Micah Sykes was arrested at their home and remains behind bar on $2 million bail. And Sykes was nominated for a Grammy in 2009 for Best Classical Album for his performance in the recording of Leonard Bernstein's Mass.
Breaking news just moments ago, Leroy L.J. Guillory, the Compton Public Safety Chair in Compton, announced that he is stepping down. Compton Mayor Emma Sharif demanded Guillory resign days after he was involved in an altercation with an activist. Guillory had been condemned since he invited federal immigration authorities, including ICE, to come to Compton to, quote, deal with Latino residents. But tonight at his press conference, a defiant Guillory made a surprising announcement.
But in regards to me resigning, I, for mayor of the city, I announced that I will run mayor. If the mayor wants my seat, I will take her seat.
Guillory has said that his authorities were taken out of context. As for the altercation on Friday, he said that he was just standing up for himself.
A Northern California man has been charged in a 20-year-old murder case out of Riverside County. Detectives say James Landy shot and killed 18-year-old Reynaldo Burtz in 2004, leaving his body along a trail in the San Bernardino National Forest. The case went unsolved for years until the sheriff's cold case unit reopened it and uncovered new evidence they say links Landy to the crime. Investigators arrested the 43-year-old at his home in San Mateo last week. He is now being held on $1 million bail. Investigators have not released a motive.
An LAUSD EV school bus caught fire and became fully engulfed in flames beneath the 210 freeway in Lakeview Terrace during the morning commute. The fire was reported at 9:20 and forced the closure of off-ramps near the burning bus. No one was injured, and is unclear how many passengers were aboard the bus.
The southbound 405 at Sherman Oaks is back to normal tonight after loose concrete caused a minor crash and major delays this morning. It started at about 4:30 just north of 1. A driver hit a chunk of concrete, leaving holes in the road. Crews had to shut down 2 lanes to fill the gaps, causing traffic to back up for hours as those repairs were made.
An investigation continues into the wild scene that played out at John Wayne Airport, where a contract security guard was caught on cam driving a car onto the taxiway. No injuries were reported from the incident, which happened Monday afternoon. Authorities say he experienced a possible medical emergency and was rushed to the hospital. The incident did not disrupt any flights or operations at the airport.
For the second time this year, a federal judge is ordering the White House to return control of National Guard troops in California to Governor Gavin Newsom. The Trump administration deployed those National Guard troops to several Democratic-led cities across the country amid immigration protests. Nearly every deployment is currently tied up in a legal battle all the way up to the Supreme Court. The White House saying today the president has sole power to federalize National Guard troops. The judge's ruling is on hold until Monday to allow for appeal.
Now to a holiday miracle for actress Ricki Lake. Treasured family photos she never dreamed she'd see again after the Palisades fire, discovered at a flea market. Tonight, we are hearing from the woman who purchased the beloved box of pictures
and how she made it her mission to get them back to the heartbroken Hairspray star. KTLA's Alina Abovian has the story.
Good evening, guys. Well, it all happened here in Pasadena. The woman was looking for some vintage photos, but came across someone's lost treasure instead.
Tell me how you happened upon these pictures in the first place.
A purely fated encounter. 2 women brought together over a box full of photos want to be lost forever.
I'm an artist and I look pictures for inspiration.
Patty Scanlon is an actress and an artist. Last Sunday, she was treasure hunting at the Pasadena City College flea market when she stumbled upon a dusty box of pictures.
And then I saw a picture of Ricki Lake, and then I stopped in my tracks.
Turns out it was a collection of Lake's family photos, including her son Milo as a toddler.
Yes, that's me on the swing.
Patty says she put the photo on Instagram hopeful someone could help her get in touch with Lake, and almost immediately someone did.
Hey, did you see this? And it was a screenshot of someone on Instagram or Facebook trying to find me.
Both overwhelmed by the coincidence, especially Lake, since almost a year ago lost Malibu home Palisades fire.
I mean, I thought they were gone forever. I had made peace.
The box of photos was sold at an estate sale prior to the Palisades fire and somehow ended up at the flea market, just waiting for the right person.
Good things happen to good people, and I really appreciate you so much.
That's right. It really happened. And Patty is now sending photos to Lake in New York. In Pasadena, I'm Lena Abovian, KTLA 5 News.
Next month marks 1 year since the deadly Palisades and Eaton wildfires destroyed thousands of homes, and families who lost their homes are now facing a crucial deadline tied to their mortgages. State required lenders to let survivors pause their mortgage payments, but only for 1 year. Now some of them are going to have to start making payments again on homes that no longer exist. And to make matters worse, they're required to make a balloon payment of as much as $100,000 or more. We spoke to a husband and wife who lost their home and are now living in Tennessee while they raise the money to rebuild.
Like most families impacted by the LA wildfires, we're underinsured rebuilding is extraordinarily expensive. And so many people have to pay a mortgage on top of a destroyed home, and they have to pay rent elsewhere. And it's just simply unsustainable. And so for the protections to expire, it's going to put people into more financial stress at a time where, they're trying to, make ends meet and find a way back into the community.
That couple is campaigning for a federal law to extend mortgage forbearance for up to 2 to 3 years for anyone who has lost a home in other disasters as well.
All right, let's check in with meteorologist Vera Jimenez for a look at your weather.
Well, we are getting closer to winter, but it certainly doesn't feel that way. Today, we're well above average. In many areas, somewhere between 10 and 20 above average. Here in downtown Los Angeles, we were looking at 19 degrees above average. 86 is where we finished off the day. We're supposed to be closer to 7, so yes, it was warm. And by Riverside actually had records this afternoon. 88 degrees is where they finished off their day. We are going to continue to see warm weather, but eventually things are going to begin to cool down. We are going to see slightly cooler numbers, but still slightly above average as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then by about the middle of next week, we'll start to see those temperatures get pretty warm again. So again, we are going to see onshore flow make its way back to Southern California. In the meantime, though, some of the highs around the region, 82 degrees in Hawthorne, 86 in Northridge. Fullerton also had 86 degrees and 87 in Camarillo. So it was a warm afternoon. We're hoping for a bit of marine layer as we wake up tomorrow morning. We'll take a look at the rest of those numbers in just a moment.
Okay, Vera, thanks. Much more still ahead on the news at 7.
Work is getting underway in Orange County to clear homeless encampments.